Hello, this is Covert Agent Joe B, and this is my first casting of the Geek Squad Star League, which is basically a StarCraft 2 league set up for Geek Squad and Best Buy employees, because of the fact that it was started by Geek Squad agents, hence the Geek Squad portion of it. Today we have a game versus Jeebus and LiquidHenTie. Jeebus, as you can see, is the pink Protoss, very manly color I like. And the dark green is LiquidHenTie. He is not from Team Liquid as far as I can tell, since Team Liquid only has about 8 people on its roster, and they're about the best in the world at this point. But I wouldn't doubt LiquidHentie's quality. He is in the Master League, which basically means he's in the top 2% of all the StarCraft players. As for Jeebus, he is a run-of-the-mill player, probably better than me, but he is in the Gold League, so this could be a rough matchup for him. A little bit more information as to the matchup. What we do here is we have 10 weeks where each person is set to play a 3-game match against one other person. After that 10 weeks, a certain number of individuals qualify for a tournament. I do not know the numbers on that yet, but we'll see how things go as they go. And this is though it is a 3-game match, it is a kind of like a baseball series where you play all 3 games. Man, I didn't have the production tab. What a fail caster. So it is like a baseball series where you play all 3 games, and win is win is win. And yes, you prefer to win 2 as opposed to losing, but winning 3 just gets you more points in the standings. So in the end, it is, you know, you do want to sweep your opponent if possible. At this point, everything seems to be fairly standard. Got the assimilator down, single gateway. Nothing special going on this end. And on this end, barracks. Again, nothing special, though he is trying to chase this probe out of here. A little bit of a nuisance. One thing I will mention, these are all going to be played on MLG maps, which basically is Major League Gaming. They made one modification to just about every map, is this supply depot here. Reason being is that there was a very high frequency of people, Protoss especially, dropping a pair of, can't think of the word right now, pylons, and suddenly Zerg could not get in here and expand, and it just ruined games. Yes. So they put this on every corner just so that that could never occur. We do have a going from barracks right into a factory, which leaves open the options of going to either starports or take, you know, could be a number of things. You could do Hellions, siege tanks, you name it. On this end, we have 3 gateways going up and a cybernetics core. Typically at this point, 3 gateways is about what you want to do, unless you're doing an all-in 4-gate push. So you'd want to typically do, say, 3 gateways and a robo. That's pretty typical, or a 4th gateway. 2 assimilators up, which means you need, that's a lot of gas, which typically would mean you're probably going to have a robo going or lots of sentries. Armory with a 2nd refinery. I'm feeling Thors. Yep, tech lab going. That's gotta be what it is. And if these are timed pretty close, time is not too horrible, not too great, but yeah, this armory is probably for a Thor, which is always fun. We like Thors. What do we got going up? A robo. So he's got 3 gateways and a robo. Again, pretty standard, because you can pump out, if you keep the probe production up, which he's been doing very well. He still could have about 6 more probes or so. You can max out on 3 gateways and 1 robo, having everything going at once. Yeah, if you're doing reactor to pump out as many Marines as possible, Thor is here. Well, it's not here yet, but it should be pretty soon. So what do we have going on? Vehicle plating level 1 already. Wow, he's not fooling around. That's an interesting idea to do the plating as opposed to the weapons. Huh. But then again, you keep it alive as just a beastly tank. 400 damage, whereas Marine is 45. So basically you have this or 10 Marines. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Now the key to this is, chances are he's going to wait till he has yet one more, that way he can pump out probably another good 4 Marines and then he'll push. What you want to do is sentries, you're going to want to force field right in here, and hopefully you're in a position where you're only attacking 1 or 2 units at a time. If you meet on the lower ground, that's going to be an issue. Oh, I missed the observer, my apologies, which does mean he knows about the... Let's make sure before I assume too much. Yes, he knows about the armory, so you gotta know Thor's coming. Immortals pumping out is a very good move, because those do counteract Thor's very well. And this observer pretty soon should see the group. Yeah, so he knows it's coming. This is going to be a fairly big push. I will say this, if you look at, say, the income, they're very even. Yeah, very even. He's keeping up with his micro very good, that's for sure. And army supply, he is higher, but man, those Thors are ugly. Plus, the thing is, he's got SCVs to tank to repair it. Sacrificial Marine, sorry buddy. Yeah, he needs to be up the ramp. He shouldn't be fighting this. Good use of force fields, that'll help. And he is targeting, see, he's targeting Thor and doing no damage to anything else. And those SCVs are repairing it so fast. Oh, look at that repair speed too. Oh, that Immortal did so much damage. Yeah, he just took out his entire army. See, this is what he should have done from the start. Pop this here and have the Immortal up top, and just keep shooting at him from there. That's going to be a GG. Alright, so that's game 1, taken by LiquidHenTie, and I will see you in the next game.